Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cosplay Bites, the only place where you'll learn of the bits and bytes of the cosplay world, convention coverage, cosplay guests, spotlights, and more. So sit back, relax, and enjoy getting a look into bringing a character to life. This is Cosplay Bites. What's up, guys? I'm back with another episode of Cosplay Bites. This time, I have my lovely friend Sarah, who you may know as Sarah Hall Photography, or she goes by Villana Ray on Instagram and all that. How you doing?
I am good. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Oh, thanks for coming on. All right, so kick things off. Housekeeping stuff. Upcoming cosplay posts on my blog include a showcase on Infinite Cosplay's Alex Straza. We got Bishojo Mom as Charlotte from Fire Emblem, and then the week after that, we got That Jai Guy cosplays as Star-Lord, and I'm very excited to kick off my coverage on the ColossalCon Shadow of the Colossus group. So we're kicking that off last week of June with Stella Chu, who served as the ringmaster for the whole group. And let's see here. Upcoming cons on my end. I got tickets to New York Comic Con successfully. Woo!
Yay!
So, yeah, now it's just a slow grind of saving money and then blowing it all when the time comes.
Oh, that's a mood.
Yeah, that's the mood. All right, so first off, we're going to spotlight you, Sarah. I guess I first saw you from back when you took those amazing photos of our mutual cutie, Eli Renee, when she did her gender bend of Arthas, the Lich King.
Yes, back at KatsuCon.
Yeah, that was probably before I even went. What was that? What year was that?
2016.
Okay, so wait. No, yeah, 2017 was my first time. So, no I wasn't there. So, yeah, you dabble in photography. You also dabble in cosplay. Yeah, tell us a little bit about some of your favorite outfits and whatnot.
I think my favorite will probably always be my Yennefer costume, because that was the first one I ever made entirely by myself. And of course, I chose a extremely complicated jacket to make for my first cosplay because, I hate myself a little bit. But I was so proud when it was all done. And yeah, I love my Yennefer. I also love Hela and Lost. I've noticed that all my favorite cosplays of mine are the dark-haired characters, and I feel like that says something about me, but I'm not sure what yet.
Okay, so let's just get right into it. So the title of this episode is YetiCon 2018, and I guess I should also mention you're Canadian.
I
correct?
I am.
So first international guest for you guys.
Woo!
So YetiCon was a convention that happened this past weekend in Canada, and I know nothing about it. Sarah, fill me in.
YetiCon is downright my favorite con I've ever been to. It's at the Blue Mountain Resort in Collingwood, Ontario. So about 2.5, 3 hours outside of Toronto. And It is a 3-day convention, and Blue Mountain Resort has a water park and a roller coaster that goes through the woods and zip lines
Oh my
and
God.
gondolas and the coolest places to shoot. And it is just a weekend full of fun. It's basically like Canada's ColossalCon.
Oh, okay. That's a good comparison to make.
Yes.
So the con, what was the length of it?
Started Friday evening and went until Sunday evening.
And you were there basically for the whole weekend?
Yes, I got there Thursday and left on Monday, so I was even there a bit longer than the actual con.
Right. What were your outfits that you bought?
So Friday I wore Saria from Legend of Zelda in the morning with a big Ocarina of Time group. And
that's
then
gonna be fun.
It was so much fun. We actually got filmed by Beatdown Boogie, and we at one point a group of elementary school kids came up and took a photo with all of us, and it was so cute. And then I wore 3 costumes on Friday because I'm obviously crazy. And then I wore Yennefer from The Witcher and did a shoot in that one. And then that evening I did wow, I just had a stroke trying to speak. I did a boudoir shoot of Juliet Starling from Lollipop Chainsaw, which was a brand new costume.
Okay.
And Saturday, I opted out of cosplay because it was so hot and I had 10 photo shoots in a row that day. So that was not happening.
Oh, God.
And then Sunday, I wore a swimsuit Lust for the pool party.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, it was lots of fun.
Yeah. I've been seeing you posting preview pics of your Juliet Starling for your own Patreon. And oh, my heart. Oh, my heart.
I was pretty happy with them. It was a really funny shoot.
Yeah. Anything else? Like any panels that you went to? Any vendors that you saw? Or
yeah. So I was so packed full of shoots and everything all weekend. The only panel I got to go to was Leon Quiro's panel on Sunday morning, which he called the Survivors panel because I'm pretty sure he went to bed around 5 a.m. the night before because Saturday night was the rave and then the party continued after the rave ended at 2 a.m.
Oh, God.
So at the beginning of the panel, there were only about 3 of us in there and a few more people trickled in as the hour went on.
Right.
And yeah, there were some amazing vendors there. I got some cool prints and some keychains. There's a whole lot of different talent there. And yeah, Leon Quiro and Inela Cosplay were the 2 cosplay guests they had there, and they were both awesome.
Good. What's the cosplay scene like down in Canada?
It's really good. So I'm from Newfoundland, which is like on the very east coast of Canada, and our cosplay scene used to be pretty small, but now over the past couple of years, it's gotten a lot bigger, which is great because like more people want to do cosplay shoots and like more cosplay groups at our local conventions, and then but like when you get like closer to Ontario and like Vancouver and stuff like that, the cosplay scene's super big. All the cons I go to in Canada are mostly in Ontario and like the Toronto area, and the cosplay scene just seems to keep growing and growing.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd want to add about YetiCon?
There's like so much about YetiCon. It's just so much fun. And it's like the village it's in Blue Mountain is the coolest place I've ever seen for a convention because we basically just have free reign of the entire place. So like the hotels and all the shops look like something out of a little French village. There's a lake in the middle of it and a big grassy hill and a field to do shoots on. And like you can go in the woods. There's a waterfall, multiple pools and hot tubs. It's like, it's a cosplay photographer's dream and a cosplayer's dream too, because there are like so many different locations in the one area.
So that gives like a varying in like terrain and like, oh, you want a mountain shoot? It's right over here. Oh, you want a grass shoot? Oh, it's right over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got that. Right.
Water shoots, going to the parking garages for like grungy shoots. There's everything.
Right.
It's great.
Yeah.
And I find the vibe of the con too. It's like, it's my favorite convention for like a lot of reasons, but one of the main ones is because it's such a happy vibe, like going around the whole convention. I find every single person there who goes is so nice, and there's like no drama. No one's there to like show off or show up other people. Like everyone's just there having a good time and getting along and complimenting each other. And it's just like the good vibes con, I've kind of dubbed it.
That's a good thing to hear.
Yes. No, it's super great. Like, oh, I would recommend that con to anybody. I can't wait for next year already.
Yeah. That's good. No, it sounds like you had a really nice time.
Definitely.
Those 10 photo shoots back to back, were they like for your outfit, or did you book other cosplayers to actually shoot with?
Yeah, so I booked other cosplayers to shoot for. So I think I did on Friday, I did maybe 4 or 5 shoots, because I said this here, I say every year I'm like limited bookings, but then I'll pretty much take anyone who messages me. So I had 9 book shoots back to back on Saturday starting at 10 a.m. and then I shot with Anela cosplay that afternoon too after my paid shoots. Then I did some cosplay boudoir shoots in the evening, and then on Sunday I had another 2 shoots. So it was pretty packed, and in between that I had to fit in shooting my own costumes too. So it was pretty flat out.
Right.
Good to be busy at cons though.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, having downtime can be both good and bad because you don't want to get too bored.
Exactly. Yeah, my downtime was pretty much going in to change costumes or like charge my batteries in between shoots, lying down for like 20 minutes and getting up and at them again.
All right. So you went to one panel at that con?
And I went to the rave as well on Saturday night, which was a blast. They had a whole bunch of different DJs there playing like remixes of like Legend of Zelda songs and like all sorts of cool stuff like that. They had balloons with like light up sticks inside them, glow sticks for everyone. Leon came drunk as hell halfway through the con, and we all started dancing on stage with him. I just like hopped up on the stage, started dancing with him. There were people in like raptor costumes dancing. Giant Pikachu came in at one point. There was people in the corner of one side of the room with a projector projecting Tekken onto the wall, and we're playing it. And Leon at one point went over there and stood in front of the projector, so they had to play Tekken on his abs.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Quite the show.
It was wild. There were some Waluigi cosplayers starting like a train going around, hollering "Wah!" at everyone. It was a wild night.
Oh man.
So much fun.
Poor Waluigi.
There's a whole group of them. At one point they were like jumping in the pool at the Crunchyroll pool party, just going "Wah!" every time they jump in the pool. It was so comical.
I bet. Oh boy. Oh, that just that just reminded me of YetiCon. It was just while walking, there would just be these train of guys dressed up as Ugandan Knuckles, and
oh my god,
they would just go up and down the hallway, just shouting "D-Way, D-Way, D-Way, D-Way."
Oh my god,
D-Way.
Do you know D-Way?
Oh my god.
Oh, there's always one meme group at every con.
Oh my god. There was this
walking memes.
One cosplayer, he was dressed up as Goofy in his Kingdom Hearts outfit.
Oh my gosh.
And he had a sign. It was face down, ass up. That's the way we like to yuck. And I was like, oh my god. That killed me.
That's perfect.
Oh my god. So
I love it.
Yes, stuff like that always brightens my day at cons. It's just
Absolutely.
some people can be so creative.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so funny.
Oh man, alive. Any other thoughts you got coming up in your head about YetiCon, or do you think
I'm
you
trying
got
to think because it was such a blur of a weekend.
right?
Yeah, no, it's really cool too, like with all the activities they have there for the cosplayers, because they have like gondola rides that'll take you up to the top of the mountain, and then there's like mountaintop photo shoots.
Oh my god!
And cosplayers will get on the roller coaster, and so it's like a one, like you get in a little cart basically, like, and people go in this cart in costumes and will ride up through the coaster in the woods, and then it goes down and around and around. Cosplayers were zip lining, jumping off like this like bridge onto like this bouncy bag kind of thing.
Jeez.
And they've got like cosplay mini golf and like everything. It was just like a vacation con. Like it didn't even feel like a con. It felt like a vacation, but there were cosplayers there.
Yeah, no, that's what it sounded like to me. It just sounded like everyone just went on vacation.
Yeah, exactly. It was so funny too, because like where it's a resort, there are obviously people there not for the con too. And there are a bunch of like bachelorette parties and families vacationing there, and like some like older couples like walking around and just walking through like the village, seeing the looks on everyone's faces, being like, what is going on here? A couple of people like came up to me and my friends and they were like, what is happening? And it was so funny.
Right. You think you got covered in the...
Think so.
All right. On to the franchise design portion. No, I'm just trying to think. These portions are always just sometimes just coming up at the top of my head as we're talking about the whole episode. So, one thing that I definitely know you for is for your undying love for Mass Effect.
Yes.
With you cosplaying as Shepard a whole bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
What made you go with Shepard? Like, why choose Mass Effect, I guess?
That is a good question. I think back the beginning of 2013, one of my friends randomly texted me out of the blue and was like, I'm playing this game called Mass Effect, and you get to bang hot aliens in it, and it's really fun, and I think you'd like it. You should probably go buy it. And so I was like, okay. And I went out and bought it. And that was back in 2013. And since then, I think I've played the original trilogy 4 or 5 times.
Ooh.
Went and got Andromeda on the first it came out. I'm on my second playthrough now, which I'm doing solely on my Twitch channel, which is a lot of fun.
All right.
Yeah, it's like, it is my favorite game ever. I have the N7 logo tattooed on my body.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's just Shepard's such an iconic character. Like the fact that you can play her as a female too is just like amazing. Like she's so empowering and badass and like a huge role model for me, honestly. And all the characters are amazing. The romances, the combat. Oop, alarm's going off on my phone. All the voice acting in the game is like top notch. Has some of my favorite voice actors. Like, yeah, BioWare knows how to make a game.
Yeah, I know. I came into it really late. Like I think it was like well past when the trilogy was finished, and I got the whole box set on the Xbox 360, and I played it through, and I'm like, oh, now I know why people make a big deal out of it. Pretty fun. Yeah, Gareth was my homeboy.
Oh my god, Gareth is so great.
Yeah, he is.
I romanced him my first time because I started with Mass Effect 2, and then once I got Mass Effect 1 on my PS3, I every playthrough then I've done a Liara romance.
Yeah. What did I did Liara 1, Miranda and 2.
Miranda's great.
And Liara again in 3, I believe.
That is some good choices.
Yeah. I've never played The Witcher though, so I guess I missed out on that.
The Witcher is really good. I've only played the third one.
Isn't that all there is though?
There's two other ones, but like you never hear tell of them.
Right.
I know they exist, but I don't know anything about them. Yeah, The Witcher is really good. It's massive. Like I've played a lot of that game and I'm still nowhere near finished it.
Was it ever released on the PlayStation? Did I just miss it?
Yeah, I have it on PS4.
I have games coming out. I don't need to play that. Not now.
Maybe it'll go on sale at some point, then you can snag it.
Oh no, maybe Cyberpunk 2077 will be out by the time because that game is like, oh, that has my attention.
Oh yeah.
I keep hearing good things about The Witcher, and I'm like, oh, same people did The Witcher?
Yeah, so it's gonna be good.
Yes, Cyber World, Cyberpunk, like, oh, that's my jam.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. I guess that's it.
Awesome.
This is relatively short.
It's because I talk so fast. Everyone says people from my province in Canada talk rapid fire.
Right. No, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, I want to thank Sarah so much for being on the show with me and just being an absolute sweetheart. If they want to find your photography work, your cosplay work, like where do they go to find you?
Okay. So for my photography, on Facebook, I'm facebook.com/Sarah Hall Photos, or just type in Sarah Hall Photography. Instagram is Sarah Hall Photos, and Twitter is Sarah Hall Photos. And cosplay is Villanare Cosplay on Facebook and Villanare on Instagram and Twitter. And that's my Twitch username too.
All right. So I've been saying that username this run the whole time.
Sweet. Oh, it is a mystery to everyone. No one knows how to say it. I'll stop into other people's streams on Twitch and they're like, Villanare, Villanare. And I'm just like, you guys just go with whatever you think it is.
And you can keep up with me and my blog, my Patreon, with content that gets updated regularly. And the next episode, which will happen next month, will feature my gorgeous friend, Azura Cosplay. And the topic will be mainly around Patreon and how it's evolved and pretty much changed the cosplay community as of late, especially considering that she's been slowly working on building one for herself, and I've been helping her out with that. So, yeah, you guys can expect that to be July's episode. All right. I guess that does it. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Cosplay Bites. Bye.